think it's fair to say that every single one of us make mistakes. I don't make mistakes very often, if I do say so myself, but we all do make mistakes, and this particular mistake kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Lydia spent months creating her dream cloakroom, and she did an incredible job. I let her have some creative freedom in this room, and I say let, you know, I just let her have free reign. I didn't get involved. I think what she did in here has worked out incredibly well. And during that process, we obviously had a fair amount of building work done, which included some plumbing, some carpentry, some electrics, and so forth. And now during the process of designing the cloakroom, we brought these incredible rodded lights to be situated either side of the mirror that sits over the basin. Now, unfortunately, only one of the lights arrived, and we were told that the other light was going to be in a couple of weeks. 5 months down the line, we finally have just received the new light for the cloakroom, which is amazing. But that also means that after 5 months, I now have to address the issues in this room. Issues that primarily fall on my shoulders. Now, for any of you that are very alert and aware, you might notice that there is a slight problem with this arrangement. And that is the cable that is situated to the right-hand side of the mirror is positioned in the wrong location. Now, I know what happened here, and it's very frustrating. Before we had this ripped out, this boxing in, it used to be a lot larger. We've actually made this room a lot more spacious by creating a thinner profile on the paneling. And the whole basin unit was actually situated slightly to the right. And that meant that the previous wiring for the lights were dead center of the basin. After the joiner came in and did the woodwork, the plumber fitted his pipes on his first fixed stage. It wasn't picked up that the basin was in fact moved. Now, that's my fault in some respects, because my responsibility was to ensure that the wiring was in the correct position to centralize with the basin so the lights sat equally either side of the mirror. And as you can see, they do not do that. And the reason why it breaks my heart so much is because this beautiful wallpaper is very, very expensive. And with a nice big hole in it where the cables come through, that has meant that this whole strip of paper needs to be ripped off, and we need to start the process again. That is a very, very sad moment, but it has to be done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly whip the mirror off. I'm going to take off that wallpaper, and we're going to move the cabling across to centralize it with the sink, and then I'll be able to have Ken re-wallpaper the walls and we can fit the lights back on, which will make Lydia very, very happy.
This is the time. This is the time. Look into your eyes. Look into you.
Now let me tell you, as far as wallpapering goes, that came off very easily. So the wallpaper has been successfully removed. I'm actually very happy about that, because it was a little bit nerve-wracking, because obviously if I'd have made any mistakes, we would have gone to the next strip and then the next strip. And then before you know it, I could have had the whole stuff off. We do actually have some left over from this particular batch. I think that no one batch is the same. So it's not like you can just go and buy a new roll and it work, because I don't think it will. So I think that we have a spare, I hope, to replace the one that I've just taken off, which is a lovely job for Ken to do. Lydia's also requested that we do the ceiling as well, which I'm not against. So we might end up with a wallpapered ceiling as well, which will be quite cool. Anyway, luckily we have a little bit of slack on this cable. I remember from before, so I'm gonna probably mark up where the new hole needs to be for the new light, drill that out, and then hopefully pull and rod and poke in the cables into the new hole. So that's my job to do now, and I'll check in once that's done. currently experiencing a very tropical rainfall.
The great British summertime.
It's quite nice though, isn't it? It's quite refreshing.
Yeah.
How are you feeling anyway so far with what I've done in your cloakroom?
I'm not exactly over the moon about it, am I?
No. So the light's back on. Light bases are so huge.
Sorry.
You've got such a huge space to work them in. Do you want to keep talking over me, or do you want to punch in the face?
Sorry.
Go on.
I can see what they've done because the sink is central to the door.
Carl's done the sink, the new sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the old basin obviously wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after all of the works have been carried out and we're finished, we will be left with the best possible outcome. If that makes sense. Like everything will be back working.
Yes, but the only problem is that it's not central to the panelling.
I know. But anywho, I'm going to fill this because obviously Ken can't wallpaper over it, and that'll just give him a little leadway. And then Lydia's given me a job and pointing at Lumi sitting on the bed. You come for your afternoon nap? She's such a granny.
I mean, Lynx is just slopping in the...
I mean, he still hasn't moved all day. So anyway, yeah, Lids wants me to take all of this stuff down into the basement.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yes. What do you call it? The room?
The room of doom.
Doom. And bingo, there she is. So that is filled up, ready for Ken to wallpaper over.
No longer mine. You're no longer mine.
Next mission is to get guest room 2 prepped and ready for new carpet decoration, so Liz can get busy designing the room. Have you showed the guest bedroom, babe?
No, I haven't showed it yet.
Ooh, okay. So I can't show you the room in there. Almost complete and finished job. A couple of little bits left to do. Get this bed collapsed because that has a new home ready for collection. Sort out the carpet. Not sure if I'm going to rip it up, but I'll at least Stanley the edges so Ken can decorate the skirtings. That is my mission for the rest of the day. It's currently 4 PM. Wish me luck. Right, it's just a quick update. It's looking a little more emptier in here at the moment. So we've got the bedside tables that I'm going to try and fit. I'm not going to try and fit them in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. This bed needs collapsing, as I mentioned earlier, I think. And out here, all of this stuff needs putting in our loft space. So that's going to be done now. And here she is, the queen of hoovering. Why even bother hoover that?
Because there's stuff everywhere.
But I'm ripping it up.
You're ripping the carpet up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Carry on, just hoover it. Because I know it makes you feel good. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So this is a lovely empty room. We actually cleared out the wardrobe as well. We've got built-in wardrobes in both the guest bedrooms. So that's cleared out, ready for the decorators to start their thing. The last job that needs to be done in here is to have the carpet cut up just around the skirtings of the room, just to make sure that Ken can get low enough when he's decorating the skirtings. And we're also probably going to install a chandelier in this room as well, which means that we need to put a pendant up before, so the chandelier can sit on that and look a little bit more decorative. And then this room can basically start being planned, and Lydia can do whatever Lydia does, making this room look amazing. So yeah, this is going to be the second guest bedroom renovation. As I mentioned, the first one is nearly complete. It's probably, I don't know, a few accessories short of being complete. Yeah, that's very exciting. Looking forward to having our first guest stay here this weekend on Saturday. Linky's just joined us. What do you think of the new space? Gonna give it a scratch? I'm gonna sign off the vlog. DIY for today has been complete. It's been quite a successful day. I've got things prepared for Ken in the cloakroom. This room's been completely cleared out. and the bed has been broken down, ready to be sold. You know what time it is?
Food time.
No, babe.
I think this is the perfect opportunity to leave the vlog here.
Sign off the vlog. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
I hope you've enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Peace.
Peace. I couldn't resist. So this is what I meant. And in the cupboard. It's all ready for Ken.
I thought you was leaving the vlog there.
I didn't say it, you did.
Oh.
Peace.